Hello everybody, this is going to be a flip of my A6 Sterling ink 520 page Tomoe River notebook. This has the forest cover on it. I've been using it since late, I think like September 23rd, something like that. This is kind of a work in progress. I'm kind of like just finding stickers I like and I'll stick them on. No real rhyme or reason to this. This book originally, I left this blank. I may do like a 2025 spread here. I don't know, maybe a vision board. I think I might do a vision board, like a writer's vision board or something. Because that's going to be a big part of my 2025 is focusing on writing, learning how to market my books, and just, yeah, my author career, like getting it off the ground. That's going to be a huge part of 2025. All right, so when I first started this book, I had a little interruption, but whenever I started this book, I was going to use it for dailies. So I would have a cover, like Moods and Tunes is what it was supposed to be. You can see September never got the Moods and Tunes down. I'll probably go back and put pictures in here. That way I won't forget what this month was like. I believe I got this late August. No, it was September because it was right around when the Hurricane Helene hit. So it was September. Mary Beth Whalen sent me her book, Every Moment Since. I believe that is, yeah, Every Moment Since. And it was actual book mail. Like, I have never gotten a PR box, and that's kind of what this was. It had the book in there with all the little confetti type paper and this. And so I tipped this in. Blech. Let me get my words out. Okay, you'll see a lot of tipped in things through here. Like, my eldest drew this for my birthday, which was in August. So some of this stuff, okay, so there will be a lot of stuff in here that probably wasn't September, but I had a lot of stuff saved up on my desk and I just tipped it in like this. This is my middle child. His handwriting has gotten a little better since then. And then my youngest was practicing her letters. She's 5, which at the time she was doing this, I think she was 4. Okay, so I tried to do dailies. Then the hurricane hit and my mental health went to the crapper. I also stopped watching my nephew right during the hurricane, right around that same time. A lot of this was going back and journaling about things going on during the hurricane. Again, you can see I tipped in some stuff that my kids made me. Okay, this was actually my eldest. Sometime early this year, this was like nowhere near August. This was probably more like springtime. He made a recipe with his papa, and he wrote the recipe down, and it was on the fridge forever. I took it and put it in my planner. This is my middle child drawing a picture of Yoda, which it turned out pretty good, I thought. You want to see it? You remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you remember that one?
I drew that one at church.
At church?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, this, I put this paper in just to denote the change of the month. So it went over to October. They were still working overtime. My husband cleaned out one of our little cars, and I had a pair of insulated coveralls that I used to wear to the farm. Because if you haven't been around my channel long, I used to work on a commercial dairy farm. They were milking 1,600 head. And before that, we worked on another farm. And my husband has been working on dairy farms since he was like 10 or 12. He's been on the farm forever. But this was in my pocket in a notebook from 2018. And it was a note to myself because I was feeling bad, like self-degrading. And I was like, you're a good mom, you know, all this stuff. I was just kind of giving myself a pep talk that morning at the farm. I remember that. So I was like, wow, it survived the washing machine. So I said, okay, it's going in my planner. The dog stepped on these pages. You can see her feet prints. This was something else that I think my youngest was practicing writing H. So this flip of my A6, I'm just showing you kind of what I was using it for at the time. This was kind of a carryover from my A6 stalogy. I was using an A6 stalogy part of the year this year. Let me get it. So this is a notebook that was the inspiration for me to buy this one. And all of this was inspired by Taylor over at Mom of More Plans. She forever used a Hobonichi Weeks and a Moleskine Pocket daily. I love the Moleskine and the paper, but I needed something that had, first of all, more paper, and second of all, no dated pages. I needed regular pages, like just blank pages. Okay, so I was using this for dailies, and what I was doing, and you can see where I put the little flags, that would have been like research, or like here it was Instagram. I couldn't sleep during this time, so I would get up at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I would just put my earbuds in and listen to different videos and things for inspiration for my Instagram. I was trying to grow my Instagram, so a lot of this was me planning out our school day. So I just love this. I love looking back at this like this. Not yet, it's not your turn. So I took that and put it in this. But something changed between the stalogy and this, and I believe it was with the addition of my Sterling Ink common planner, you know, week size with the 368 notes pages. I was using this A6 along with a Hobonichi Weeks planner that I had used partly as a school planner for last school year, and then I used it, I started using it for my daily planning. And I don't know, something changed between that and this. I wasn't, you know, I was enjoying these dailies, but not as much as I was enjoying those. And I can't remember, let me see. I'm pretty sure I was doing 2 pages per day, yeah, if not more like that. That's 3 pages. And then you had 1 page. See, that was 1 page that day. And then one page, I added this in. So 1 page a day. What is that? Turning fictionalized version of my life into a thriller. Make it something I want to write, because I don't want to write it right now. Okay, I think that's what changed. I had planned on using this as, I don't remember the math, and I don't have time or desire to do it again, but I think I had planned on like using this for like 6 months and getting another one and using it for 6 months. Oh, those are so cute. I gotta get more pictures of my kids with my Instax. I love these. Oh, I love that. That's from LA Florals. I love, my favorite book of all time currently is The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. And this reminds me of that. And I just love it. Like, I love it enough, I might just try to take it off of here. Even if I have to glue it down somewhere else in my planner. I might do that here in a little bit. Because it's not serving any purpose here. None of these stickers are. Like, that one's so nice. I don't know if I could get it off of this stalogy paper. Stalogy paper is a little bit different. It is not Tomoe River paper, even though it is, sorry, I'm shaking the thing. It is fountain pen friendly, I believe. I'm not a fountain pen user, so don't quote me on that. But it's the thin Bible type paper, you know. And what was it? We went and saw my sister, and brother-in-law to be, which I don't know. I don't think they were engaged at this time. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it has wider. You can probably find the actual, what are they called? You can find the actual dimensions, but if you see stalogy paper, it has these wider, and I don't know why they do that, because the bigger, like A5 and B6,
You have those from those things.
no, you cannot have candy right now.
Why, please?
No,
Just
ma'am.
one.
I think the bigger stalogies have a smaller grid, I think, but you can see the difference. This is sterling ink, and then this is the stalogy, and I did not like the bigger grid. Even though my handwriting probably, I mean, it doesn't really change my handwriting. I don't know why I didn't like the bigger grid. But anyways, I was thinking about using it like that. To go back to, I was going to use like 2 of these a year. That was my idea, and a Hobonichi weeks. Well, I don't, so I got to thinking about it, I believe, and it was like, this already has 300 and something pages in it, and then if I add more, you know, it has more, but, so, anyway, it would have my monthlies, weeklies, and dailies, if I did that, and then this could be overflow. I'm still finding my groove with it, and just to continue with this flip while I talk, I never did that. I never researched butlers and their duties in the 1920s. And I already published the book. Oh well. I need to do that. Okay, so I was, again, this is an old picture that my son drew at the beginning of his 2nd grade year, and it hung on my fridge forever. So I finally just put it in my planner, but it's definitely not time, like, it's not from this time frame, and I made sure and make a note of that when I do that. This was me paying off bills. I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, this was supposed to be October moods and tunes. No, it wasn't. What was this for? I left this blank for a purpose. Had we gone anywhere? I don't think we went anywhere, like a vacation or anything. So I don't even remember why. No, it wasn't about my book either. I do not know why I left these 2 completely blank, but you can see I was like falling off of this because there are a lot of blank pages that I would set the page up, and then I just wouldn't fill it up for that day. I would never come back to it. That I don't believe they were set up ahead of time. And then I attempted again to do an actual page setup with sections. This is my eldest's little Apple laptop. I don't even have I think they're called MacBooks. This, I was really crushing at the time to get my book done. Feeling tired of the ups and downs. Ready to get this book published and on to the next one. My mood was like not very good. I wasn't enjoying church. We're still like trying to figure out church. Are you talking to me, babe?
Yeah, but Mama?
This was part of my middle child's schoolwork, and you can see it's set on my desk alone and the dog stepped on it. I finally got it put in here, but lots of blank pages. That's a reflection of me not being interested in my planner and my mental health at the time. Also really trying to get that book done and published. This was me again trying to get my book done. Okay, this was just a letter to myself, like telling myself, why do you feel so bad? Because, you know, 10 years ago you would have killed to have the life you have. Not literally, y'all. Then I was like, okay, so I'm just not going to use stickers. I'm not even going to try to use stickers. I'm just going to use ink. I'm not even going to use highlighters. And that helped. You know, it was something different. But my my mood was like not very good. I don't think that last medicine I took really helped as much as I was hoping it could. I was having a hard time writing the blurb for my story. Huge to-do list. This was me. I used to write such a detailed to-do list when I was in Franklin Covey. I would write every single thing I did. I don't care how simple it was. Like making tea. I make tea every day. Well, not every day, but every other day at least. I make a gallon of tea. And I would write, put water on, steep the tea, mix the tea, you know, dishes. And so I was feeling bad about, like, I guess I was feeling, a lot of times I feel if I'm not productive enough, I feel like I'm not good enough, I guess. So I was like trying to prove to myself all the things I did in a day. Again, another day like that. I was using 2 pages per day, and this was when I started thinking 2 pages per day, I'm not going to be able to do that for a whole year in this planner, much less a year and like 3 months, you know. So then I started trying to use 1 page per day. I was like, I can do that. Okay, this was work. I was not happy. This was not a happy time. I need to go back and actually write about this, because I would like to remember this. Then I was like, okay, I started doing more videos, and I said I'm going to use colored ink. Maybe that would help. And it did. And this was where I started actually enjoying my planner again. I started doing this whole thing with the highlighters and the ink. And then my kid got, yeah, see how I would do like this? I really like that kind of thing. My kid got a pen at the dollar store, and I started using, instead of using this, which was my Unistyle Fit Meister, that is a 5-color pen. It's gel ink. I get the super fine, like the 0.5, I think. I started using this, which is the dollar store pens. These are actually from Walmart. They were stocking stuffers, and I got like 20 of them. But it's just, it gives me that braille feeling of my pages, and it makes it all crinkly, and I just love it. And that's when I started really enjoying my planner again. I think that, with the combination of actually getting my book published and moving on from rewriting something I'd already written to, even though parts of the second book I've already written, it's different, you know. I'm published now. I don't have to say, yeah, I'm an author, but then when people ask, you know, I don't have any book to tell them that I've written. At least there's a book there. You know, it's just a different feeling. But I also started trying to use up some of these LA floral stickers I had. But then we got sick, and it was like a huge cold. Okay, yeah, it was horrible, and it lasted for like 3 weeks. But I was using up some of these LA floral stickers I had. I ended up using the Mama of More Plans medicine trackers and stuff for my kids. I have several of her. Her shop hasn't opened again yet, but I loved her. I have several of them. Post-it notes. She would do different kinds. Then my son turned 9, my eldest, so I did that. Little pages. I still need to go back and, like, I don't know, journal about it. I don't know. But then Thanksgiving happened, and I believe that's when I started putting my dailies over here, right after Thanksgiving. Yeah, his birthday is when I started putting dailies over here. So this is just like, what are they called? Recipes that I either had made for Thanksgiving, or I want to try eventually, or like I've made chiffon pie before, but right. And then I wrote like a list of stuff that I cooked, and then my mother-in-law and brother-in-law cooked. for the Thanksgiving dinner. These are this time. These are the dailies. So I got to thinking about this time, and I made my decision. See, I added in all these little pages, and I was like, I don't want to do that. You know, this is a 520 page notebook. I shouldn't have to do that just to ensure I have 2 pages a day. But I was struggling putting 1 page per day on here. Well, on the days that I actually wrote, to get everything in the way I want it to look. And I know the Hobonichi Weeks size planner isn't very much bigger than this. The pages aren't. Let me try to find one where it's not a bunch of stuff added in. But when you compare it, it is a little bit more room. And I don't know, I just like the idea of my monthlies, you know, weeklies and dailies being all in the same planner, and then this be overflow instead of the other way around. Like, it didn't make sense to my brain. But that being said, I am still trying to figure out how to use this. I have a couple things I need to tip in here for Christmas. But then I started planning social media again, which felt really good to do. I'm doing my scripture writing in here when I remember to do my scripture writing. I found this somewhere. This is a list of well cows and what pens they went in. So I doubt I'll ever do that again in the whole entire of my life, unless something like really changes. So I just wanted to, like, right now I feel like I'll never forget that, you know, but because I did it so much. But I want to journal about it. Again, that was probably found in one of those coats or coveralls or something. This was not a daily page. This was sermon notes I took at a different church we visited. And then this was scripture writing. This was me figuring out my trackers. And then I started the planner system notes. And I still don't have a good grasp on what this notebook is for. Other than, like, here's a list of stickers I use regularly. I'll probably put a flag on this page so that I can reference it. Some of these pages will be dated. Like, I gave myself some room here. This is Vlogmas video ideas. IG reel posting. I'm trying to schedule. I love that Instagram lets you schedule reels now. So I think I've scheduled. I got to schedule that one. You can only schedule 15, I found, but I scheduled through the 26th, so I need to go back and finish up. Then I want to do posts, and these are more videos that, you know, from the ideas over here somewhere that I actually scheduled, and then ones that I want to schedule for the rest of the year. Book promotion ideas. Again, this is very messy. This was just me yesterday brainstorming. So, for trying to promote my book, I believe that's what this notebook is going to become. Journaling, scripture writing, brainstorming, just a randomness journal, you know, commonplace book almost. In the back, you can see I flipped this over. And I was like trying to brainstorm book 2 of my Shattered Angels series. Didn't get very far. I actually did this while I was waiting at a doctor's office. So, yeah. But anyways, that's my little A6 and how I'm using it, how I used it, and what it has kind of become. I really love this notebook. Yeah. So, if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye.